Hi, my name is Ajay Solanki from Mumbai. I have around 17 plus years of experience. I am less than that certified. So I wanted to know what NEXUS has to offer. It was a wonderful training with a lot of practical experiences, interactions, and a lot of practices being discussed in the training. The exercises were awesome. They brought out the real meaning of the NEXUS live in the classroom. So thank you, Hiren, for the wonderful training and the exercises and all the hard work that you made us do. I would also like to be a part of the Scrum.org community. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ajay.
Hi, I'm Prasad Kamal. I'm a participant of this SPS class facilitated by Hiren. And there are two aspects I want to talk about over here. The one is the content of this program, and second is the facilitation aspect. So the content of this program was very interesting. When we started on day one, I was a little disappointed because what was taught as the NEXUS framework sounded very similar to Scrum, the Scrum framework. But coming to think of it, that's actually the strength of NEXUS, because Scrum.org, if they were to come up with a framework that was entirely different from what people are practicing in the form of Scrum, obviously adoption of that framework would be very difficult. So I would believe that is one of the strengths of NEXUS, and I think it makes logical sense for any organization that is already using Scrum to use the NEXUS framework to scale up. And given the fact that today a lot of organizations are growing very fast, this is something that is going to be really very essential to a lot of organizations. And particularly the practices, the 40 plus practices that NEXUS recommend. I think we covered quite a lot of them in a fair bit of detail, and I think the strength of the NEXUS framework lies in the practices, because the framework as such is very similar and it kind of overrides the underlying Scrum framework. But I think the power is in the practices, and the more effectively these practices are implemented, the better the results would be. Now, as far as the facilitation is concerned, there are two things that I particularly liked about this. And the first is I didn't have to suffer death by PowerPoint. So I'm absolutely allergic to PowerPoint slides, so I really don't appreciate instructors reading out of a slide. And this was one such session where I did not see Hiren reading out of a slide, because it does not really help. So that was really good. And secondly, there were a lot of discussions and a lot of exercises which, though at some time they were a little tangential, but overall they really helped, because it helped put things in a very good perspective. So all in all, I would recommend anybody who's already implementing Scrum and who's looking at gaining some understanding of how to scale, right? Scale teams or scale projects or scale the work that you're doing, to consider this program, because I think everybody in a class would find something of use to him or her. I'm quite confident of that. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Prasad.
Hi, my name is Parag Barve, and my reason for trying to overlook the Scaled Professional Scrum was I have been working in Agile Scrum environments for more than 5 years, but the team size was always probably 1 at the max, up to 2 teams. But recently I've been working in an environment where I'm trying to understand how to work with at least 3 to 4 teams, but they are located at more than 4 different geographical locations. So that was my reason to start researching into save, less, and then I natively tumbled across NEXUS, because I've been following Professional Scrum for more than 3 years now, and hence it made most logical sense for me to explore and understand what NEXUS offers. So I was here to attend this first course in India, and my experience for last 2 days was trying to understand, trying to map what things that we are following, which now can be called NEXUS, but we were not aware of the term, and some of the areas that I found that we are missing or we are doing it differently, which probably would make sense to correct them and try and see how those corrections benefit us. So at the end of a 2-day program, the objectives that I came here for have been met 5 on 5. Thanks, Hiren.
Thank you so much.
I have close to 6 years of experience in various agile projects in various capacities, and I was looking for some sort of a training along with my organization to try and understand what's a good way to scale agile across various teams on a specific backlog. And I think NEXUS training on this by Hiren has been great. I think I love the fact that there were many activities and many interactive discussions with lots of participants from this training, more than just going through slides after slides and trying to understand it from a very theoretical perspective. The fact that there was so many discussions helped me understand the concepts a lot, and I'm very grateful to Hiren and for facilitating such a good discussion across 2 days. Thank you.
Thank you, Kurush.
Yeah, hi, I'm Vinod. I have around 10 years of experience in implementing and coaching agile projects across different geographic locations. Scaling agile always has been a challenge to us, considering the magnitude of teams, the locations, and various factors including different cultural shift. But I'm glad that NEXUS or the Scrum.org has come up with such an excellent framework to address this. I'm hoping that this will fit in or help us at least to piece all the puzzles together to form an excellent scaling network or a scaling professional framework, which will help the teams as well as organizations to scale up in a big time. Regarding the training, an excellent session by Hiren to give a lot of examples, facilitated the discussions. So big thanks to Hiren and Scrum.org for coming up such a good framework and a training material. Thank you.
Thank you.
I am Syed. I have 10 plus years experience in implementing Agile in various organizations. Actually, in past 2 years I was researching into different multi-team Scrum frameworks, and from past 6 months I was thinking of attending this SPS training. Finally, I am happy to attend this first SPS training in India. And regarding the course, we had an excellent number of attendees who are having 100 plus years of cumulative experience. So that brought a lot of discussions live, and it gave a lot of insights on different live scenarios, practical things. So at the end of 2 days NEXUS training, I'm happy that I learned a lot of practices that will help in implementing NEXUS. So I would rate this course as excellent. Thank you, Hiren.
Thank you so much, Syed.
Hi, I'm Dhiren. We just had a 2-day NEXUS session by Hiren. The facilities, all that were very nice. The thing I really liked about the session was first covering the framework, and then going through the exercises which embeds some things and which we can then remember. And of course the facilitation was excellent in that, because we had, as others have also said, excellent discussions around the table, and we had a lot of cross discussions which really helped across. It was facilitated very well, so that was an excellent feature in this entire training. So I go back with enhanced knowledge, and it has helped, in fact, in some aspects of Scrum, and also in scaling Scrum. So I like that also.